Right now we have Austin Wade versus Bob Brown. Look at Bob Brown's intensity in his face right there.
Absolutely.
We're going to go ahead and let Luke Pulcher take over. Let's see what happens.
All right.
Okay, so let's set this up. We have a guy who is going to be crushing down inside, long lever, strong hand, young, hungry, versus the veteran Bob Brown, who is going all outside.
And who is undefeated at this stage.
He hasn't lost a round. He hasn't lost a round.
Really? Not even a round?
Not a round.
Oh,
He's
okay.
3-0 to everybody he's pulled so far since he's been here. So this is a lot on the line right here. This is.
And we know where both guys want to go. Looks like.
Austin looked good outside.
Yeah,
Austin looked good outside.
Going outside.
That was interesting. Okay, so I completely threw off everything I thought about what was going to happen here.
As did I. And Bob's going to go inside.
No, Bob's definitely not going inside.
All right, again, with this match, I believe setup's going to be a lot. Is Bob is known for holding on with his top roll because of that bottom finger pressure. Wow.
That's an explosive young man right there.
Absolutely, but Bob Brown does not look intimidated at all. Bob Brown.
Well, no, Bob's like, I think I can get stopped.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you.
Bob Brown, I'm excited about
Bob
that.
Brown is a guy who's like, listen, strap me to him and somebody say go. If I put the brakes on you, you're in for a bad day.
Watching Bob Brown live from the LA Fit Expo, where Bob went against back-to-back Oleg Moise and Eli, and two of the most studly dudes at 185, and Bob Brown beat both of them. And I was like, man, Bob is a stud.
He is a stud. What I just noticed is on the screen, we were putting up the poll numbers. Apparently, Bob Brown, 10 of the people who are in the house who filled out thing, 10 people think Bob Brown's going to win, 8 people think Austin Wade's going to win. Let's see who is right. That's the first time noticing. We filled those out yesterday.
I forget who I voted for.
And I'm just trying to get that $50. Oh, this is going to be explosive hit. It's going to be explosive hit. And can Bob put the brakes on? That's what's going to matter.
And it's going to be hard if Austin actually no loads. Bob needs some purchase. He needs to load to get his move. And if Austin's smart, I think he can bait Bob into a quick flash pick.
I don't see it. Nope.
And Bob is in good position right now. As long as he keeps that elbow down.
Okay, so what I just saw right now is the old school, experienced, badass Bob Brown had enough static back pressure and pressure to force Austin to go on somewhat of a defense and not have his explosive hit. And I told you, once he got the strap, that's what he wanted.
Yes, absolutely. And
is he going to go outside and hit, or is he going to try to cut back in? Yep.
I like this position on Bob.
I still like this for Bob.
I do too. I like it for Bob a lot. 2 fouls. 2 fouls.
You got to plant that elbow, baby. You got to be able to contain that up and back pressure. Listen, that's the last thing you want to happen is let Bob Brown win round one.
That was going to go Bob Brown's way anyway.
Well, I mean, it could have. It could have. I mean, Bob has a very sticky spot, right? And the thing is, Austin is fiery. He's hungry. He's explosive. He's strong. He's young. He wants this win. We have a lot of experience in Bob Brown. I'm telling you, Bob Brown's undefeated here for a reason. The dude has got tons of experience. So here's the deal. Bob still has to get to the strap.
Yes.
And he has to make the match slip prior to him getting pinned. And as hard as Austin Wade's hitting, that's the biggest name of the game right now. Can he make the match slip prior to getting pinned? Because we saw a pin called earlier. It slipped, but it slipped below the pin pad. So
sure.
Bob's got to stop that from happening. If he does, I think Bob is a favorite. I think Bob has enough power to put the brakes on this young stud and Austin Wade and wear him out, take him into deep water and drown him.
Absolutely. I mean, Bob Brown has, like you said, he's been in the sport forever.
I think he started it. He was in the first event ever.
Yeah, it was him and Eve, I believe, in the Garden of Eden, where the first two wrestlers. But for me, what you said is the first thing you want to do. If you're going to tell me the score, if someone's winning round one, I'm not predicting Bob Brown. Even if he's winning, I'm not predicting Bob Brown to win round one.
That's what I'm saying. The last thing you want is Bob Brown to win round one.
Just round one.
That makes for a bad day. Did you see how impressive Bob Brown's arm looked when he walked across the stage just then? Obviously he's got a little pump in it, but that's the most impressive I've ever seen Bob Brown's arm ever look. I mean, the dude looks jacked. So is he going inside, or is he hitting outside for that fast top roll like he did in round one?
I
feel like he's going to try to shoot inside.
This part is not a ref script. Someone's asking, why are they allowing them to move in the ref script? This is not a ref script.
That's why we have Luke calling the shots. He's like, oops, that's on me. It's been a minute. I'm like, okay, so I'll just give you a heads up. I used to be 10 inches from my shoulder. I'm now 6 3/4. I've gained 3.1 inches range of motion. Bob
was in a great spot right there.
Oh, that's an elbow foul.
Yes. And even if he didn't foul, Bob was in complete control of that
Yeah.
match. Once Bob gets to that
Dude.
spot,
Dude,
Brown,
this is
super impressive.
to me. This has been the biggest test for Bob yet,
Absolutely, yeah.
especially in Bob's eyes. How, and that's what he said on numerous social media posts. Austin Wade scares me.
Yep.
He scares me enough to make me go to the gym and train. He even thanked this young man for scaring him, so he got him off his ass to go train. What I do think right now is we're seeing probably the best version of Bob Brown that's been around for a long, long time. And I don't know, possibly ever, because look at the size of him, look how his arms look. He's got so much experience, and he knows exactly how to arm wrestle. He knows exactly what to do in every position on the table. He just has to get the stop.
I mean, like I said, Bob has been out to Vegas almost every weekend leading up to this match every Saturday. And I know what Bob's hand feels like. I know how strong Bob is. Bob stays on the table all the time. Despite him saying how sore he is and beat up he is, he comes out and he shows out. But something I thought was really cute is the look on Craig Toulier's face after that last round. Craig looked like giddy as a schoolboy.
So giddy.
He was giddy
Well, I'm
as a
telling you,
schoolboy.
Craig's a good fellow. He and I go
Absolutely.
so far back, it's ridiculous. But yeah, he's one of those guys that will show his enthusiasm, his joy. But he also show his frustration and
Yes.
anger as well.
Yeah.
He's wears his emotions on his
He's
sleeve
quite
for
good.
sure. Yeah.
All right, if I'm Bob Brown, I'm feeling good. And that's
We got Austin on a runner.
Okay, plant that elbow, Austin. We do not want to lose on fouls. Let's see a match here, guy. Here we go. Let's go. Let's see it. What's going to happen? What's going to
right now,
happen?
Automatically, I just like Bob. And it's in
Well,
the strap, I
it
like
is
Bob.
the strap, and we saw how bad he shut him down with his explosive hit, and I think Austin depends on that a lot. But he's also 2-0. Like I said, oh, yeah.
Oh,
Bob just power explosion. Bob's just in cruise control.
Oh, yeah, look
He's
at that.
bleeding.
Look at that. Oh,
Yeah, Bob is
that
bleeding.
actually was a.
I almost looked away on that one. Bob finding out. Austin with the King's move.
Second foul.
oh no.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Bob Brown.
Said, let's go, Bob Brown.
What's up, Matt
Thank you,
Chaney?
Thank you so
Can I
much.
just tell you, I am 0-3 on my predictions so far.
I am 3-0 on my predictions.
I am 0-3.
Yeah, I was not
Wow.
playing favorites when I picked those. I was like, listen, this is what I think is actually going to happen.
All right, we were sitting with Austin Wade.
Dude, you brought it. What was it like? Is that what did you expect? It feels different when you pull Bob Brown.
It's everything I expected, and I just couldn't execute and bring what I could bring for him today.
All I know is that first hit, I'm expecting an inside hit, and you damn near flashed him outside. It was beautiful. Crazy explosive, looked amazing, hand looked strong, you're confident. You just had a gang of confidence. You stepped off trade, you're breathing heavy, but you got tied to that man. It looked like he just was able to put enough static pressure to negate that hit. Is that what it felt? Is that what it felt like? What
Yeah,
happened?
he's really getting to be able to engage his pronation through my knuckle and through his knuckle, his top
Right.
knuckles, and
I guess we see why he's undefeated here at the Monster Factory.
He's the
I feel
man.
like you were his biggest test to date. I think he felt the same way. He's done nothing but say high things
Yeah.
about you. I'm super impressed with you. I would love to have you back. Let us come up with a good opponent for you. It's just the experience of Bob Brown and the fact that you made him train. Like you had that man worried, and he's like, "Listen, I got to go get some. I can't let this young buck come up beat me just yet."
he's a
Now,
bad dude.
that might be a match we see again in the future, but I got to say, brother, it was impressive to see you. Let's talk to Bob. But hey,
That's our
we're gonna do some after pulling, I'm sure. Just stay away from my right arm. Don't hurt me.
for the opportunity.
All right, yes, sir. God
Awesome.
bless,
Always
brother.
a
Take care.
Good talking to you.
It's a man.
It's
His
just
name
like
is
how
Bob.
it's just how these things go at the Monster Factory. He's always in the winner circle. He's always in the winner circle. What is going on with that?
I just follow your lead, brother.
Hey, I like this guy. All right, so I want to present you with your arm wrestling Monster Factory arm wrestling medal.
Nice.
Congratulations, dude.
Thank you very
So,
much.
was that your biggest test so far here?
Yes, I believe it was. No disrespect to any other competitor. I felt confident going into my other matches here. I really didn't. I know everyone had me as the favorite. I didn't. I really didn't. So I trained hard for this.
Dude, I just saw your arm come across when you walked across. Like, damn, I think that's the most jacked Bob's arm's ever been. I mean,
it's fun. I've always had a really big bicep. I remember 15 years ago, Rob Vincent Jr. was going around measuring everybody's biceps, and he got to mine, and it was like 18, and Rob was like, whoa. I'm like, I've always had a good arm. My forearm, I need that wrist to get stronger.
I'm just saying the forearm was so full, but just after
Oh,
round
yeah.
one, it just looked different.
Yeah, it's so full of blood.
What have you been doing different this time to prepare for this young man? Is it just consistency? Is it just getting off the couch and going to work, or what was it?
Training
Well,
with yours
the
truly?
consistency.
Is it Jason Latona here? I mean,
It's
what?
Jason Latona.
Thank
He's
you.
training with him.
Thank you.
Now, the consistency, honestly, this is the truth, started the day you visited our house in Scenic. And I started doing high rep stuff, which I don't necessarily think is the best way to get strong, but it got me healthy. And then I moved in, and then Craig moved into the house, and consistency came, and it just came. And I haven't missed a workout in forever. And then in preparation for this, going down to the Vegas tournaments every weekend and pulling hard every weekend.
Right.
Hard, which I've never done in years. But I pulled hard. And it paid off. I'm super excited.
Okay, so you're super excited. You're undefeated at Monster Factory. This is your time right now. Who do you want next?
Oh,
I'm still on the shelf for a bit. Can't have
well, if I really just want to be nut burger crazy,
I feel like that's definitely you.
I would say I want the winner of Craig Toulier and Tiete.
Wow.
That is probably
Is that crazy?
out there.
Wow.
But otherwise, if that's not a possibility, Stephen Logsdon.
Dude, how impressed was that young man?
Dude.
Okay,
that
so
was
how did you think those
impressive.
matches were going to go?
Not the way they went.
Yep. Yeah.
I honestly didn't, and no disrespect. I didn't. And to me, Steven is on another level. He's another guy that would scare the crap
I'm
out of me.
shocked that you called out Craig Toulier. If you would have saw his face, he looked like a little schoolboy on Christmas.
He was so
morning.
happy
He
in
was
your
so
corner. Now
happy.
you're like, I want to
Yeah,
arm wrestle him.
Now you want to challenge
You
him.
want to arm wrestle the winner. You want to arm wrestle the winner, but I'm sure you think Craig's going to be the guy because you are
Yeah.
training partner. He's lived at your house.
I'm just the reality is though is Craig is someone that hits so freaking hard he could hurt me bad, and so's Eduardo.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
both super
So-
explosive. You're like, listen, let's just see if my old arm goes up.
I see it fall apart.
Let's see if we can.
So
You got lifestyle biologics in the back.
That's right.
We can hook you up.
Fine, buddy.
So anyway,
Brother, hey.
You're inspiring, man.
Uh,
I'm so happy for you,
thank
brother.
you.
I'm so happy.
God
for
bless,
you.
dude.
Thanks,
Awesome.
man.
Seriously.
Love you,
It's a
brother.
pleasure. Love you too, man. Happy to have you. Let's
Okay.
get Mrs. Monster back in the house.
What
and
do I
let's,
do with this?
You just take it that young man right there.
Oh,
Ladies and
Don't get your
gentlemen, everyone in the house, give it up for Bob Brown.
Undefeated Bob Brown.
4 Monster Factories, 4 victories. That guy's my hero.
He's a stud.
Yeah,
He's a stud. I'm just saying. I'm very impressed.